What's up, guys? Daniel with VintageMagic.com. Hope you're having a great day today. So today's video is going to be about the recent news about Wizards of the Coast and a video game company partnering in regards to RPG for Magic the Gathering. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a licensing situation where the gaming company will be licensing Magic the Gathering characters and dynamics and things about the game. But the details below, I'll put a link below from IGN. They are a big internet gaming network news channel, and they posted a YouTube video about it. So I think that's probably the most informative in terms of the details of the announcement. But the video I'm posting today will be more about my thoughts and impact of the game as an investor, collector, and things to come. Side note, I wanted to thank everybody for all the support for Patreon. Again, we have 3 tiers. We have the player, collector, and investor tier. And we also have the whale tier, which is another tier. If you go to the link below, patreon.com, really appreciate the support for those of you who are signed up. And if you haven't signed up, there's a lot of great deals that can happen for you just to help us out. All right, so today's reward, I just wanted to post it online real quick. I wanted to give a reward for maximum 2 revised booster packs. That's 2. You can buy 2 or 1. It's your choice. For the player tier, it's going to be $60 shipped. PayPal gift or cashier's check, personal check, a PayPal gift. That way there's no PayPal fee. If you want to pay for the PayPal fee, that's fine. You can do regular PayPal, and that's perfectly fine. And that's shipped anywhere around the world. So that doesn't matter if you're international, doesn't matter, if you live in Canada, Mexico, whatever. All right, so for player tier, that's $60 a pack. So that's $120 shipped. Or if you're a collector or investor tier, it's $55. So actually, you know what? For collector tier, let's make it $55, and for the investor, it's $53. So $55 a pack for the collector tier, $53 a pack for the investor tier. And for the whales are maximum. You can get a maximum of 4 packs instead of just the regular 2 for $50 a booster pack. So 50. All right, so that's $200. All right, so that's today's kind of kind of daily deal and such. This deal will only last until 24 hours. So that means that right now is about, let's just call it 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If I don't receive an email at daniel@vintagemagicc.com, today is the 8th of June 2017. If I don't receive an email tomorrow, Friday, the 9th, then the deal will expire. All right, so let's talk about this big announcement from Wizards and this gaming company. I think it's like Cryptic something, but I'm not familiar with that, but that doesn't really matter. Gaming company name doesn't matter. Let's talk about what's going on and a couple things, I think. One, Magic worked with, I don't know if you guys remember this announcement. A while back, there was this writer for Lord of the Rings, or not Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, that was going to make a Magic the Gathering script in a movie. They announced that a few years ago, and there was a tweet about that project has fallen off the grid. So it looks like it's confirmed that it's no longer in production, and there was a lot of hype around that. I mean, there are a lot of investors who really felt like, wow, Magic's going mainstream. It's kind of like Marvel and the whole comics. You have franchises like Iron Man, Spider-Man, all those X-Men. You have all those great brands, essentially. Wolverine, that Magic could have, made their own brand from a public eye. Thus, correlating to investment in collectibles could attract new players and new investors in the company. Well, that fizzled, apparently, but now they have the video game. Personally, I think that they're trying to do it a little smaller. I think video games, they're taking baby steps. Video games are a nice way to kind of, people are already playing Magic Online. They're going to be updating that and changing that anyway. Looks like they're going for the digital route first. Why not, like what they're doing, start small, invest into like RPG video game, so they basically can, capture already an audience that's already online anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for an app version of the game too. I think that'd be cool. My overall impression of this is positive. I think it's great when Magic is expanding to different areas. I'm not really sure how they're going to capture the fundamentals of the game onto the video game, but maybe it's not really about that. Maybe it's about more of the characters. You have Jace and Liliana and stuff. They're doing like these roles and quests where you can get weapons and spells and meet big ass creatures like Nicobolus and stuff like that. I think that would be more of a mainstream Zelda like quest type of thing. I think that's great. I think that's a fun factor, more of engagement of the lore, right? All that story is called lore, stories they give for Magic. I think that's great. I think it gives it introduces even the kids. I think kids could grow up and follow the stories of Magic, and I think that's nice. I'm not sure if putting the game, like the game mechanics and all that, it'll be too complicated for a video or for a RPG. To me, an RPG is more of a quest type of thing. I don't want to be like having to make a deck while I'm fighting dragons and stuff, and I have to play Nicobolus, Magic the Gathering, and if I lose to him, I die. I mean, I'm not sure, I'm not convinced that route's going to be good for this RPG. So I hope that it's more of like a World of Warcraft, type of thing, or anything where it's has a lot of high replay value type of things. I personally, by the way, really love the Civ franchise. I don't know if you guys have ever played it, Civilization, and it's a great. I've been playing it since I was a kid, and I've been it's a really great franchise where you can build you choose a civilization and you build from the beginning of time till the space age, and there's lots of different ways to win, lots of replay value. I've put in like 4,000 hours over the course of my life playing Civ, easily 4,000 or 5,000 hours. I mean, now granted, it's a turn-based game. It's not something where I have to be there all the time, so focused, so I can always do multiple things, watch TV, etc., be on the airplane. But I thought that was a very successful franchise. It is probably, to me, the most successful franchise out there for those type of games. But for Magic the Gathering, what is the impact? What is the impact on potentially collector base, investor base? Let's talk about that. So, with a new RPG, I think what you're going to do is you're going to have the following categories. You're going to have people that have never heard about Magic. You have people that already know about Magic and play RPGs. And then you have people that just don't give a crap at all. And so the two categories that, they haven't heard about Magic, I think that's where they're going to get the biggest benefit. They're going to be able to capture, people that introduce people of new, exciting ways, different products of Magic. And if they haven't played Magic before, I think it's a way to, possibly, market them and introduce them into events and going to a local game store, actually playing paper Magic. Obviously, this is a monetary plus for Wizards, Hasbro. I'm not sure how the licensing is going to work, but my feeling is it's probably going to be revenue-based, subscriber-based type of thing. And it has to be a subscriber-based thing, because if you're paying a monthly subscribership all the time, you're also having upgrades to buy armor, spells. I mean, think about all the cool spells and creatures and fun factor like animals and creatures that we know in Magic, and that is now integrated in a role-playing game. I mean, that would be pretty iconic, pretty fun if the graphics were really good, the story was good. There's a lot of things you could do with that. I think that's really neat. I think it's a really exciting thing. Now, let's go to the next category, by the way. If you already play Magic or you already play role-playing games, how is that going to impact, really? I'm not sure if the person that games all the time, especially the competitive gamer, has a lot of time to play role-playing cheeseball Magic RPG Quest. Not saying it's cheesy in the sense that it's a bad thing, but when you're looking for competition, and this is where the Magic side is very different than other games, serious competition where there's actually money to be made, right? I'm not sure if you have the time to invest into an RPG format game. It might be something you dabble and try, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. Unless Magic goes for more of the probably esport competitive gaming, which I think that may be the arena to go for. Ultimately, that's where the money is. I think doing more of a general Zelda-like video game without a possible esport phenomenon, I don't think that's the right move. I think esport all the way. That's the only way you're going to have that mirror of competitive edge for both the paper Magic and also the people that are into gaming. And then there's people that just don't give a crap at all. Those are the collectors and investors of the world in general. But I think that is probably the hidden gem of all things for Magic, is that when you open that door for the mainstream media, people in comics and stuff, there's a lot of money in comics, a lot of money in sports, right? But those guys generally relate to comics and Marvel and those mainstream movies and video games. If those type of people, investors, collectors of art, for example, of different things, see Magic as the icon, right? They do that research, they see that. I think you may see an influx of collectors and investors over the course of years to come, especially if the game gets more and more mainstream. That's why I was a big supporter of the movie. I thought the movie idea was a great idea, but I think this is probably a better parallel to what it's already been doing. They're going to be improving Magic Online to something new or something, and then they're going to be doing the Magic the Gathering video game. But I think if I was to guess, imagine this. I think have you guys seen the Oculus, the glasses by Google? Imagine if you could do like a Magic the Gathering RPG with the Oculus glasses. Over time you have the Google glasses, and it gets more affordable, and people can play it. It could be a 3D real world experience, a 4D experience in a different way. I think that's really possible in the future for video games in general, and I think Magic has that ability. And I think the way we communicate itself in gaming, has evolved over the years. It used to be you don't even know who you're talking to. Now you got headsets, you got ways to see the person's face on camera, you got great technology for that. But I think there's more to come. I think there's virtual reality type of things. I think there's technology that's already been made that's going to be released later on. It's always like that. We're always behind in technology for us knowing about it, but I think those tech companies already know what the next direction is. It's all about sales and marketing, honestly. What do you guys think? I think it's a very interesting topic. I think there's an opportunity to, like I said, that collector investor base that has a lot of money. Sports cards. Think about all those mainstream collectors, art collectors. If they start seeing Magic the Gathering as like that iconic must-have collectible that started something special, which it did, it really did, but a lot of people don't know about it. And the first thing is you have to know the product, you have to know the industry, you have to know about that. And if they are introduced in a very casual, fun way, like an RPG, what would that do for the influx of the money of collectors buying cards? Power 9, dual lands, reserve list, everything will be purchased. Those, when you talk about the bigger money spenders, people complain about Magic all the time about being expensive. But in the relativity of comic books, coins, stamps, high-end currency, high-end artwork, it's not that much money. I mean, it is a lot of money, but it's not as much as you think. And it definitely has gone up. But in like when you talk about millions of dollars for pieces of artwork, stamps and coins and high-end, just so many things, right? Magic is not quite there yet, and there's a lot of room for it to run. All right, guys. So hey, I appreciate you guys watching. GP Vegas again is next week. So next week, this time, Thursday, I will already be at the show. The first day it starts Thursday to Sunday. We get in Wednesday. If you guys haven't clicked on the link below, there's a landing page about GP Vegas. I will know the actual position of our booth here soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you've noticed, I've done videos every single week talking about GP Vegas in some factor. I will do like a summary of channel update where I'll give you more GP Vegas stuff to kind of review again kind of the deals and what's going on. But I hope you guys are getting really excited about it, because I'm really excited but really tired and really stressed. All good things, but a lot of things going on, packing it all up and stuff. So I hope to see you guys there. Any questions, hit me up. Talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Take care.